This is pretty much my most popular way to enjoy my TV. I got a pillow behind me, window cracked, it's overcast, Mariners just started playing baseball. Jax is in his spot so that he can stay leashed over there, still go outside if he'd like to. Or he'll come sit in my lap. I got the TV swiveled right here to watch, but I can also fling it around that way, twist it around, and face the counter if I want to make some food over there. I had some top ramen earlier. Game just started though here. I'm gonna go outside and tell you what's going on. I've had satellite TV here for about 5 days total now, and it's not real hard to get service. I am actually gonna show you where I'm at, downtown Olympia, a block away from my post office, really close to Jefferson and 7th, or Adams and 7th, basically. South is right here. So I had to get far enough away from the downtown tall buildings to be able to have a clear shot of the southern sky up here. So that's why I'm parked up here at the top of the railroad tracks, basically. Been getting really good service with the dish satellite up there, no complaints at all. I also got one other thing added to my system in here up front. Got this thing at Walmart. This was, I think, $5. Has a clock, a compass, and a thermostat up here. So I can know exactly which direction I'm facing before I even parked the van. So I knew south was gonna be up here above that building right there today. I'm officially saying that I'm done working on the propane system, and this has been something that I've been trying to do my own way without any expert opinions on propane. I never contacted Hank Hill, the propane boss. I'm just been thinking, the way I've always wanted to work my propane system in here as far as the heater and the stove is, I wanted convenience. I didn't want to have to be swapping out those small cylinder tanks. I just wanted to just set it and go and not forget about it, get really cheap propane. So, my system from the start was always to get one propane tank, and then I ended up getting two just to have them on the back here. And then I was going to splice in these long 12-foot cords that are safe for use and then have them going back through. Unfortunately, I've hit all sorts of snags. The new propane tanks have a new safety valve built into the system where it clicks. It didn't do it that time, but if there's not enough pressure, too much pressure, it's really sensitive mechanics up here in this valve system. The old ones aren't even good. That was one of the problems. The other problem is you absolutely just cannot use the regular RV regulators because they regulate too much. And you cannot just normally use a propane tank in a long cord and go into something like my stove. It's unregulated fuel, way too much pressure. You will have serious problems, which I did because I love to make my own mistakes myself. So I did it one time, have this hose hooked into my stove, and I had all sorts of problems. So don't ever do that. Do not ever go from your tank with a 12-foot buddy heater cord and try to go into one of these camping stoves up here. It leaked at the actual compression joint down here, not the threads, but this down here. There's just too much pressure. This stove will not work with the idea that I wanted, and I'm okay with that. So I'm back to green cylinder tanks down here for the stove, which means cooking my food and drinking coffee. I have no choice. It's just not safe. However, with the buddy heater, this actually has a built-in regulator inside. It is meant for use directly from a 20-pound cylinder with their Mr. Buddy 12-foot cord that's approved for it into the fuel filter that they say you have to use, and then straight in, because there's a regulator built in, so it's safe. So for this winter, no matter where I am in New York or on the East Coast, wherever I'm at, this cord will work correctly hooked into this, and I'm going to have to stick with disposable propane tanks. Again, yes, I could buy the adapter like everyone keeps saying and just fill my own tanks, but that is a long process. It's a lot of work. You have to freeze the small containers. You have to freeze those for an hour in your freezer at home. You have to keep the external tank above 70 degrees. You have to find a way to heat it indoors. It's a very complicated process. I mean, it's great if you like doing that. My idea was I just did not want to have to switch out these tanks every 6 hours and wake up in the middle of the night and switch the tanks. So ultimately, I say my propane project is done. I fixed the propane, will be good once I get the right cord. This is just a This is just a Camco version of the Mr. Buddy heater that's approved for use directly off of the 20-pound tank. So I consider this a done project for now. Propane system is done as far as I'm concerned. It was 80 degrees yesterday, and it's raining today.